People always say, how are you so happy, Jackie? Why are you always energetic and you're so contagious? Your energy stops. Yes, I am very, very fortunate that I have so much enthusiasm, not only for life, but for anything that I do, for anything that I get my mind into or my hands into. But this is one thing that I will share with you, that I firmly believe, that being so passionate and having so much zest for life, being so enthused with anything I do, helps me actually feel young. I'm 63 years old. I'm post-menopausal. So some women will say, oh, I'm at the end of my last whatever few decades. I don't really need to have fun. I'm too old for this. I'm just going to rest. I'm tired. And that's what I will advise you. Don't ever feel that you are too old to have fun.
To be for the rest of my days.
Welcome everyone to my channel. My name is Jackie D. If this is your first time, my goal is to help you find your better self, your better version, to keep going and feel good about yourself, whether it's through skincare, makeup, fashion, hairstyle, exercise, living healthy, mental health, anything that you think gives you self-esteem or that boost in self-confidence. I'm here to remind you that yes, go for it. I'm your rah-rah girl. I'm your cheerleader. Go for it. Go find your passion and be happy. This morning I attended a women's conference and the speakers were amazing. The topic was about menopause. Menopause in the workplace, leadership during menopause, things like that. But see, it dawned on me, whether it's in the workplace or whether you're a leader or not, the thing is, when we go through menopause, the effects are different for everyone. I didn't have any hot flashes like most women I've heard, and I know how hard it is, and I was expecting it. But I never had hot flashes. But I know now that the manifestations of menopause in me, and that was around, I think I was 51, 52, 53, I was so emotional. I had so much hormonal imbalance that I cried, and I found so much solace in crying. No reason. That's why I didn't want to show myself, because I was crying for no reason. I was just crying. And I mentioned this in a previous video. And then we were watching this clip and Annette Bening was there and she mentioned, I can't remember the exact words, but the words stuck in my head. She sort of was saying, okay, you live your life, most of your life, serving people. And then by the time you feel that you want to do things, you realize half of your life is gone. Well, I'm going to look at that from a very positive perspective. Half of your life isn't gone. Half of your life you spent building memories, building relationships, nourishing the minds of your children, preparing them for when they grow up. So for me, that's not wasted. Most of my life isn't gone. I'd say most of my life is now invested in the lives of people who love me. And so when you're postmenopausal, most women will say, oh, I'm too old to do this. I don't have much time left. I don't have to do that. I'm just going to settle for this and that. I say no. Don't just settle for things just because you're postmenopausal. Your life is just beginning. Why? It's just beginning in that phase of your life. A phase where you are wiser, where you have more experience, and so younger people can come to you to ask for advice. And you can definitely share your story. You don't have to be technically an expert because your experience is a good resource for you to teach people. What I'm trying to say is we are never too old to enjoy life. So the first thing is, how do we attack menopause? They talk about therapies like cognitive behavior therapy, hormonal replacement therapy, and I don't go through those. I've never had. I was once asked if I have had hormonal replacement therapy, HRT. I've never had that. That was the first time I heard about it. So people go through that or therapy, but there are many other factors that we should consider if we want to survive menopause and still be ourselves. Because there are so many effects of menopause, like brain fog, which I have a lot now. Like I would forget things. And anxiety, depression, feeling left out. And that's why I always talk about self-esteem. Build your self-esteem. If you can't find it in you to be happy, find something you love to do and focus on that. Find joy in that. And that's why I say enjoy life. Dance like no one's watching. Run in the park and turn around and just like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling like my dress is flowing in the air, Feel like a child again. Find that child in you and let that child in you dominate your thoughts once in a while. I love creating things and that gives me joy. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of a glimpse as to my Halloween costume, because that's how I find joy in life, in things that I love now that I am, especially now that I am post-menopausal. If you're liking this episode so far, don't forget to hit the like button, show some love. That's free. And subscribing is free. So subscribe to my channel. I promise you my videos are fun, informative, entertaining, and I try to be as authentic as I can by sharing what I know, what I've experienced, my story, stories of other people that I've learned from, without mentioning names, of course, but because this is how we learn, right? We share knowledge and I learn a lot from you. So I hope you subscribe so that when I come up with a good video, I try to always make them good. You are there to watch it, to be notified and to watch it, right? Okay, so back to my costume. I wanted to be a human park. I tell you, I did not spend anything for this Halloween costume. Everything was recycled. My gown from 2 Halloweens ago, my Christmas decorations that I have actually started to give away because, we moved to a new place very recently, actually just this month, last month, because it's now November, so October. All of these that I'm showing you are parts of my old decorations. And I gathered some dead hydrangeas, flowers, petals, to use as embellishments on my dress. I just made sure they're dead because then at least I'm not destroying a beautiful bloom, because everything's dying now. Everything's dead. And so when I was walking, I could smell myself. I smelled like a dead park. I smelled like the park that I got those flowers from. And then I went around, got some pine leaves and whatever leaves that I could see to add to create vine effects. And of course, the ultimate attraction, the ultimate accessory, my headdress. Because I wanted it to be like nature, like a park, but I wanted it to be a little menacing, of course. Menacing. And yes, as you can see, my makeup. Simple, a few reds, lots of reddish brown, because I'm supposed to be like the trunk of a tree or whatever, nature. All these drawings on my face that resembled like a vine or roots or things like that. So the effect was marvelous. And you see, it just gave me a lot of pride to come up with something that people found so beautiful. To see people smile and want to also do this next time. My goal is to encourage others, inspire others to be better than they were yesterday. To create things that they thought they never could do. So be adventurous. Don't say no to things you have not even tried. Don't step back when you can always step forward. Because until you try, you'll never know what you can do. Don't feel that what you do or that your work is not good enough. Because sometimes that work that you think is not good enough is the one that will build your self-esteem and make you feel good about yourself. It's all about feeling valuable, especially at this age in our lives when we feel that we're weaker, we're not as healthy, we're not as plump. We're not as soft. Our skin is not as smooth. Those are on the surface. What matters is what we feel inside. What matters is how we make other people feel. So if we feel low, if we feel that we're not valuable, that shows in our words. We're not as convincing. We're not as positive. In fact, we could be negative. So we should always try to please ourselves. That's the first thing that we want to do, because we want to take care of others. We want to be there for others, but we have to be there for ourselves. Take care of yourself. So for menopausal women like me, don't just worry about how you look or what you can take as a supplement to make your bones strong. Eat healthy. Eat bone broth. Lots of vegetables. Exercise is amazing. What you feed your mind with is amazing. Read books that will inspire you. Well, nobody really reads books now because of the internet. So go online, go on YouTube, go to my channel, find my videos, find my shorts. My shorts are like short, obviously 1 minute or less, and they're like fun. They're things that I do because I just want to be fun. I just want to have fun. I just want to have that child in me come out and talk to you and tell you that, hey, you have the child in you. Come play with me. Come join me. Let's feel the wind on our faces. Let's create memories. Let's build our dreams even if we're older. Our bones are just more brittle. Our hands are dry. I've been moving boxes and things like that. My hands are really dry. I need lotion. Our hair can be dry, but the thing is, our minds are not going to go dry. Maybe we will have brain fog. We will be forgetful, but that doesn't mean that we cannot cope with change, that we cannot cope with getting older. Our wrinkles will come. Don't worry about them. Let them come. Let the wrinkles come. Let them invade your face, but don't let them make you feel that you're not good enough. I hope that this message inspires you to feel better. If you're feeling low, if you're going through that tunnel of depression because you're no longer as vibrant, your drive is low, it's okay. The thing is, you are still able to achieve. You're still able to function. You're able to walk. You're able to cheer people up. You're able to still learn and discover new things. Never stop yourself from growing just because you're no longer physically growing, right? I hope you found this episode helpful. Keep finding ways to make yourself a better person, right? Tell me, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? What is your passion? What is your calling? What are your goals? And how much fun do you have just doing them? Sometimes just talking about them already lifts our spirit, right? So share your story, share your adventures, share the things that perk up your mood, because someone out there just might see your comment and that's going to change their life. And when you know that you have changed someone else's life, then that is a boost in your self-esteem. So I want to keep doing what I do, especially when you guys tell me that I'm doing something for you, making you feel good, brightening up your day. That inspires me to keep doing what I do. Don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram at The Real D, TikTok at The Real D, and my Facebook page, Building Self-Esteem on Social Media. Follow me there and send me an email if you want copies of my castor oil brands that I researched or the different oils that you can mix with castor oil. Otherwise, comment on my video. So you take care. Remember, you are valuable and you can do so many things even if you're older. Take care and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you again. Bye for now.